Oh, what's up, guys? Welcome to Sports Talk 101. And in today's video, it is time. I know people already did theirs, but I'm going to do my annual preseason top 25. This poll is according to me, okay? Um, Alright, there you go. So interest this here. So these are the five. What we'll do is we'll start 25, make our way to number 1, and I'm going to explain to you why I have this team ranked where it is. I know the AP poll came out. I may be video about that, we'll see. But let's get started. Here we go. Attention, perfect. I'll move you over here so you can see. Alright. Alright, so there's some considerations coming in to top 25 and which team would go with. So let's get started. Coming on 25 is Utah. Now Utah did have a great season last year. This team, reason why 25, they're power 4 team. They're still a decent team on Caleb Willingham. I think this team can surprise a lot of people. I think they can go do a little bit further what they can in the Big 12. We'll see what they can do in the Big 12, but I think this is a team that can win the Big 12. Okay, offense, I know they got the whole Cam Rising situation. So, pretty decent offense. The defensive side of the ball, especially the secondary, but they clean up that and maybe a little bit on the offensive line, clean a little bit that. They recruit well. They get a lot of players, they got some players with the transfer portal. I did a PUA prediction video for Utah, go check it out. And I pretty much done a PUA prediction video for most of these teams. Hopefully I did it. If they're not, I don't know, get to it because by the time this video comes out, season we'll get closer to the season. We got a couple of Saturdays left. Season really few days left of the season. So the season's about to start. And we're just right around the corner. We got almost Saturday left, at least at least Saturday left. Last few days of August, and training camps come to an end. Season starts week 0, August 23rd, and then the following Saturday is week 1. So college football season is about to start. It's literally right around the corner. I'm excited for it. I cannot wait for these games. I hope you are excited as I am. But that's coming up at number 25. Coming on 24 is team that may surprise you, but they should be ranked in a surprising. I'm going to compare my ranking, of course, to the AP poll. But Iowa. Iowa's a team that people don't not talk about. And a team that people don't talk about kind of surprise people. You saw that last year with Indiana, and you saw that a few years back with TCU, right? You always get your Cincinnati, your TCUs, or Indiana every year, okay? One team's got a really good year, then they go make the playoff. I don't know if that's going to be Iowa. We know Iowa's situation is they have really good defense, right? One of the best defense, and really one of the greatest traditions in football of the whole first score wave, but they also have the toughest place to play in one college football. There's other places to play, but here comes Iowa. And we know the story of Iowa. They don't have great offense, right? I know Griffin and his son is a first grader. He's left now. He got fired. They bring a new first grader. They also bring a new quarterback to the transfer portal and recruited some players. We'll see how the offense goes, but we might see an actual official, what I'm hearing, actual Iowa offense. We'll see how the season goes in 2025 for Iowa. Get another team that's similar to Iowa, who has had a great defense, and they lost Jackson Arnold to decent and another great offense. Lost Jackson Arnold to the transfer portal. You have Brent Venables, the great defensive player at Clemson, now coming in as head coach. A couple years ago, it was year 3 now, so 2 years on his belt. This will be his 3rd year, I believe, year 3 now under Venables at Oklahoma. I don't know, but he's going to definitely be on the hot seat. Oklahoma needs to figure out something. Whether it maybe on the defense, whether in the offense, but they have decent offensive defense, okay? But they have maybe in the secondaries, in the corners, maybe in the defense, but maybe in the running game, maybe in the offensive line for Oklahoma. Definitely the quarterback position. We'll see what Oklahoma does in 2025, but this is the trajectory. But this team, that can still be in the top 25. Now, a team that should have been ranked higher. Now, the reason I had Georgia Tech here, I was debating this, but there's other teams ahead of it. And I'm like, this seems too low for Georgia Tech, right? But there are other teams ahead of it that I ranked, and I've like, you know what? They make sense. But Georgia Tech can win the ACC. Not saying they will win the ACC. This is a team, and it's been playing conference of, Clemson, Virginia Tech, Louisville, Miami of Florida, North Carolina, NC State. These are the teams it's going to face off in the ACC. Of course, big non-com game in the year against Georgia, which they came close to doing last year. A really close game. I like Ben Key. I like this team. I like where Georgia Tech's heading. In the right direction. Really good recruiting team. They recruit really well. They have players for the transfer portal. I just have them. I know it's a little low for Georgia Tech. The reason why I put, actually we'll have it higher, but the reason why I have Georgia Tech here at 22 is you can see why. I have other teams ahead of it, and you can see why I put this. Just have to make room for the other teams, and the other teams, not that the other teams ahead of it is better, but I'm saying just to where I kept it. You can see here, look, 21 plus Texas Tech. All right, you can see that Texas Tech is 21. Why have Georgia Tech below? I'm high on both Georgia Tech and Texas Tech. You can check out the videos out. I'm high on Texas Tech. I think Texas Tech is one of the teams that people talk about in the Big 12. I know not a great year last year. You're a decent team, but this team is going to surprise you. I've been high on Texas Tech since last year, since the year before. I think Texas Tech is still a good team in the Big 12. I think this team, if this is the year they want to win the Big 12, this is the year for Texas Tech to win the Big 12. That's all I'm saying. Coming to 28 now, I know you lost Anthony Genti, but I think Boise State will still be a good team. They're still a good Power 4 team. They're still one of the best teams on the West Coast besides Oregon. They have a pretty good offense. I know they got to replace, undrafted some players that into Porto, of course, draft, but they recruited really well and got some players. I think Boise State will be fine next year. This is why I have a little higher. Now, would have Boise State 22 and Georgia Tech 20? Probably. And also, I would have, but I think Boise State fits up 20 and Georgia Tech for 22 because Georgia Tech is a great team, but can they progress? Now, can Georgia Tech move up? Okay, sure. All right, coming up number 19 is a team that I don't, just like Georgia, this is like Iowa, don't talk about. This is a team that people are not high on. And I said this too, it was last year, a year ago. I said this last year before the season. I said, look, watch out for Louisville. They can go to up to you. They'll go to the ACC championship game, and they're gonna play. Give you mine. They're gonna play a really close game to Notre Dame, which might be the very picture video to Louisville a year ago. And I said, look, Louisville's gonna be a good team. Yes, I'm high. Even now, I'm still high on Louisville. By the way, this is gonna be a good team. This is gonna be a most surprising team. They're gonna get you. I like what Jeff Baum's doing. He did a good job at Purdue. A couple of years, he did 2 years, 3 good seasons at Purdue. He's replicated at his alma mater. He replicated at Louisville. This feels like Louisville's will to win the ACC. I answered that a year ago, if I'm not mistaken. And that still holds true for Louisville. I'm still high on Louisville. I think this team can still win the ACC. It's got Miami, Florida. Look at the ACC, and I'm going to tell you right now, actually, we're going to check the teams. Actually, I'll make a video, actually. Teams, competing for the conference title. Louisville, Virginia Tech. The race for the ACC is it's anybody's game to win. There's any games between these players. You got teams. You got Louisville, you got Miami, Florida. You got Virginia Tech. You got SMU. You got Clemson. You got Florida State. You got all these. You got a lot of these teams all competing. I don't know who's going to win the ACC. Even though the ACC is not a really great conference, you still have That's how I feel about Louisville. Coming 18, I know you're short, but BYU. Okay, this is I know have BYU high. I would have asked, if I honestly should put Georgia Tech 18 and then BYU 22. The reason I had BYU a little higher than Georgia Tech than normal is I'm not as high on BYU as I'm on Louisville or on Texas Tech, but Louisville is a good team in the ACC. Same thing for BYU. This is a team that can win the Big 12, a team that can play and compete for a national championship game, go to playoff. That's this BYU team. I say that's why I have the 18. This is no brainer. 17 Michigan. I know I passed. I have the past. I have the top 5. In the past top 10, top 5. Now below the top 10, but still top 20 team. Sharon Moore, year 2 or year 3 under Sharon Moore. Second year head coach, first season head coach. I got a special coming out for him. This is a team that has Bryce Underwood at quarterback. They recruit really well. Really good defense. Great defense. Got Rod Moore on the defense coming back. I know you lose Jason McCarthy, Will Johnson, Darwin Edwards to the draft. Yeah. In all honesty, I think Michigan's going to be a good team next year. This team, if we're going to define a successful season for Michigan, is being mixed college football. Being a mixed college football and making the college football playoff is what Michigan needs. They may be playoff 3 years in a row, because 190, third year. Mr. Liza, I think this team can make it to the playoff. Look, they got tough schedule ahead of them, and they got tough schedule ahead of them. They got, Oregon, Ohio State, the 2 big competitors, per se, in the Big 10. So we'll see how they fare there. A team that I like in the Big 12 that still going to compete, you still got Texas Tech there, you got BYU, is going to be Kansas State. They are just a new team not a new team, depending on the way, but another new team this year too, in the sense that people are just trying to tune in. I know a lot of people tuned in last year and the year before, but when Bill Howard was there, but now the team is focusing, players, even coaches and fans are focusing and turning new heads to Kansas State, so new eyes on them. They're a good team, this team. We'll see how they can do offensively and defensively heading to the fall. Comes to 15, no brainer. That's still a top 50 team under Dabo Sweeney. We'll see how things go on there. USC, great offense. I just don't know about the defense. I need to see a Lincoln Riley defense. I want to see a Lincoln Riley defense to see it and believe it. Because we know they learn to tackle, they can't tackle. It's my thoughts on USC. A&M coming 13 is no brainer. They are a top 15 team. They've been a really good team under Mike Elko and coming here at A&M. Ole Miss, another team just like Penn State and James Franklin. The team that needs to go over the hump, and they're able to do that. They beat Georgia last year. I think they can make the playoff. This is a team that can easily make the playoff and be in the mix for the playoffs. And that's what the goal is for Ole Miss. Coming in at 11, you really can't get this team. I know last year was not a good year under Ken DeBoer. Big shoes to fill in. President, Nick Saban. Alabama, still a top 50 team. I should have them as a top 20 team, honestly. And this is up of switching Michigan and Alabama, but Alabama a little high because Alabama is still a team that can change things. Pretty good offense, good defense. We'll see what Alabama can do in 2025. You still got Tennessee coming in number 10. I like Tennessee. Rocky Top situation. We'll see how it goes. You got SMU, 9. Now, I know it's high for SMU. I'm high on SMU. This is a team that can do well, that can win the Big Ten. So, that's that. A new coming to the ACC, the other teams added to the ACC collection. And Notre Dame. Now, Notre Dame made the playoff last year, made an national game lost to Ohio State. For Notre Dame, it is game revenge against Ohio State, but most importantly, there's no program. The program starts at 7. What's 7? I think they'll play week 1. Play week 1. I don't want to say 7. This is a team for Mark Freeman. Another bit of playoff last year, last championship game. This team, at the final percent of the season, to what it will be, will be a national championship. This team, it can win a national game. I can see it's in DNA, it's in blood, Notre Dame for the Five Irish. See them in the national game. Coming in number 7 is LSU. I like Brian Kelly. They're a good team. This team, still a top 10 team. Miami coming in 6. You got, you know, Miami, Florida. You got Penn State, same thing. Jane Franklin is trying to could become, the next sort of the Ole Miss, kind of with, Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss. Coming up for Oregon, it's still a powerhouse team. Still, playing the good boy there, the Big Ten. Coming number 2. And coming number 3 is Georgia. Georgia's 3 because they are still good team. I like what Kirby Smart is doing over at Athens and Georgia, just to get going rolling. We'll see what Georgia can do. They're still a good team. I know Mr. Play last year. When they see this team, that's gonna make the playoffs. So for Ohio State, the final season will definitely be try to beat Michigan and then try to go on and be in the competition for Final Four. For Ohio State and company at Green Colors. And then Texas, good team, number 1 team. Didn't win the Big 12. Tennessee over the national championship. So, they have it. I think Texas to define Texas season, win national championship. It's goal that Steve Preseason and Texas wants. So, just a little perspective of that. I'm going to pull up, let's see how it is. There you go. So on the left side you have the coaches, the right side goes well, people. I think number 1, Joe has it number 2, number 3 is Georgia. You can see very similar rankings to it. Of course, I don't include Florida, I don't include Indiana, I did not include Iowa State, the other one I didn't include, but other than that, I include mostly it was a good team here. A lot different rankings than that. I know BYU got the most one, that's include them, Utah as well, Baylor, Louisville. See, Louisville is a team that surprised a lot of people. That's why NC State is, North State is number 1 in FCS coach role. But anyways, that's my thoughts on actual preseason rankings, and then very similar to my actual prediction rankings today. My top 25 preseason rankings there. Hope, like, subscribe, hit that notification button. I'm talking to anyone in the video. Peace.